It is rock making day, or probably days. So one of our games for the escape room has a cave or a cavern. So we need rocks. Rocks are actually my nemesis. I hate making them, but I'm getting better every time. This is my third game I've made rocks for. So we're cutting this out of insulation styrofoam. I have my gas mask here because this stuff is nasty. And what I'm doing is I glued several pieces of styrofoam together using foam. Ceiling foam, so they're thicker, so the rocks have a lot of dimension. And then I use this tool, which is amazing. It's a heat cutter, so it heats the blade up, and then you cut the styrofoam to make the rocks. And this is probably the best tool I've ever had. We started with a tiny little, like, dinky wire cutter, and it wasn't literally cutting it. But this is so great, especially since it's not a circular blade. You can cut at all angles, and you can use it to texturize, you can use it to cut. And I'll give you a show what we're doing. Here we go. Cuts just like butter. And I'm cutting it at an angle. And then I just keep cutting it. So I keep cutting it to get in a general shape of the rocks, and then I'll keep refining it further. And that's rocks in a nutshell. They're not that hard once you kind of figure out the basic gist of it. And in case you're wondering why this weird shed, we're doing all the cutting outside in the shed so that the fumes don't fill the whole place, because they really do fill up, and we're trying to keep everyone from having to wear a gas mask in the other space that we're working on. We've got a couple of rocks done. The important thing is to think about the rock you're making. Ours is on a volcanic island, so I'm thinking of lava rock. Different rocks have different feels. So I grew up in Hawaii. I've seen a lot of lava rocks in my time. And this is what a lava rock kind of looks like, kind of porous, uneven. So I'm cutting it at angles and then melting different bits to get it to go down, cutting slashes in it so it has crevices. And then always I'm thinking about the humans that are going to use it in the room. So I don't want too many undercuts because people can grab on it and pull it. That's because we have an escape room. But it's not too hard. It's actually kind of fun as long as you have the proper gear so you're not breathing this crazy stuff in. And I'm going to keep making more because we have a whole room to fill. We're using these as little accents. We can't cover the entire walls, but we're using them as little details to give more dimension to the room. Also to change the shape of the room from square to a little more cave-like. Here we go. So I have one last little styrofoam rock tip for you. If you are making rocks that are not going to be coated with concrete, there's other coatings you can use. We're going to use different coatings for the ceilings because they're going to be more lightweight. So if you're not going to coat it with concrete and you actually want more detail on your rocks like this, instead of this, what you can do is you can hit it with a heat gun and it will cause all those types of texture. So I'm going to show you real quick. So that's it with making rocks out of styrofoam. In part 2, I'm going to show you how we concrete over the rocks to make our cave. Thanks for watching.